Hello everyone, welcome back to another JCTCG video. So today I want to start a brand new series in which I cover artists in this hobby. As someone who's into the market and business side of things, I am not aware of a lot of these different artists and most of their work, right? I know there's tons of cool cars out there and I would like to learn as I go and just do some research, right? Figure out some of their nice cars and maybe even buy some towards the end to fill up a binder for myself. So first things first, right? I just want to say thank you for tuning in. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And like I mentioned on my last video, if I get to 100 subscriber, right, as part of a goal for this channel, I will be giving out these Delta species Psyduck, right? Who doesn't love Psyduck? So let's get to it. Here we have Ken Sugimori. I want to start with Ken because me, as someone who's not on this side of the hobby, I know about Ken Sugimori, right? His artwork is a classic. So Ken Sugimori is a friend of Satoshi and is an illustrator for the original artwork for Pokemon games, right? So he also developed some of the conceptual artwork for the movies, illustrates CCG cards, and merchandising. So the original artwork for the 151 generation was done by Ken. In Pokemon 5 Red Leaf Green, the in-game sprites were initially done by various artists. Cool to know. He uses heavier shading and more natural and fluid poses. All right, cool stuff. Let's continue going. So here we have some of the original Pokemons designed by Sugimori. Obviously Blastoise, Nidoran, Nidoqueen, Clefairy, Arcanine, Tentacool. So most of the original ones. Pretty cool to see Mewtwo here as well. Umbreon, right? Fan favorite. Blaziken, okay, pretty cool. Dialga and Palkia, okay. Pretty cool stuff. This is stuff that I never knew. Xerneas, Yveltal, okay. Here's some classic artwork and sprites by Ken. Look at this Gyarados. Okay, interesting. Now, mind you, this is I'm going here blindly, right? Like I don't typically get to do this type of research, so I am learning as I go. So pardon if I am surprised by some of these sprites and or whatever it is that I find. For some reason I thought this was Farfetch, but hey, it's a Spearow. Interesting stuff. Clefairy, okay. Very alien-like. Not sure what this is. Almost looks like Gibble. Okay. This, I'm not entirely sure. I can't picture what Pokemon that is, but cool to see Lapras here as well, right? That's yes, Lapras. And Scyther looks, okay, that's very interesting. It almost looks like a dragon. Okay, so let's continue going. Brock from Red and Green was designed, okay, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, even Team Rocket, Jesse and James, okay. Cool. So we have some of the official artwork. We also have Bulbasaur, Chikorita, okay. So all the grass starters, interesting. This is all cool stuff. Blaine's definitely aura farming. Okay, Giovanni, the goat. Okay, cool stuff. So I think I want to get into some of the TCG cards. So here we have a list of all 1,465 cards. Now we are not going to go through each and every single one of these, right? Just going to go through the list, pick out anything that I was not familiar with, and just anything that stands out to me. All right, so we are not going to be looking into trainers most likely, unless there's something that sticks out. Just going to try to browse around and see if there's anything that I like from this list. Okay. So we are looking into some of the trainers. Cool stuff. And now pardon me if I'm not familiar with some of these. All right, like I said, this is a learning process for me. I am here to learn about the artists, get more into the background, and see some of their cool stuff. And a goal for one of the series is to eventually complete a binder with all the artists that I eventually get to do some research on. So here we have some of the 25th anniversary. Okay, pretty cool. Nothing stands out to me yet as of, nothing that I've known or seen. Let's see. Okay, these are trainers. I'll try not to bore you with the spectacle. So if there's any cards from Ken Sugimori that you are a fan of, please leave a comment and I would definitely try to look into. Res Pikachu, that's a pretty cool card. And if there's anything else that you guys want me to cover, please leave a comment and I would try to definitely take a look into it. I would like to try to get this to be part of a main series moving forward. So these are all trainers. Okay, pretty cool stuff. Continue. For someone, he has done so many cards. I know he's been around since the beginning, and I expect to see base set on a lot of his cards. So it's pretty cool. Ninetales, always a classic. Okay. Lily Pad Mew, very interesting. This could potentially make it into one of the cards that maybe I'll pick up. Okay. Okay. Nothing like this. This is definitely such a classic. Love this illustration. And I know some of this hollow pattern have some swirls too. Interesting. Okay, this could also make it. Okay, so we have, these are all pretty interesting cards. Some of the trainers. Okay, so he made Lysander. Okay. Let's continue moving forward. Okay, and full art. I think we're starting to get into some of the illustrations. I actually like this Professor Elk from, what was this, Call of Legends? Okay, so these are definitely drawing my attention. Oof, especially this Totodile. Okay, never seen this Totodile before. Pardon if this is new to me. I am a huge Totodile fan. I wouldn't say that it is my favorite Pokemon overall, but I am a huge Totodile fan as someone who played tons of Crystal. Although I always try to go for the different, more difficulty, and I always want Chikorita. Totodile was definitely my favorite one. And I am adding this to the list of cards to look later on because I really like this Totodile. I've always been a fan of Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, and Hitmonchan as well. So it's pretty cool to see some of their illustrations here by Ken. Let's continue moving forward. Okay. Diamond and Pearl promotion. Never seen this card before. Very interesting. It almost looked fake. Just my first impression. Pretty cool card. This is a really cool Hitmonchan that I never knew existed. Temple of Wrath. Okay. Now, if I am going over any fake cards from this site, please leave a comment and state otherwise, because I am not familiar with a lot of these cards. Oh, this is such a nice artwork. Pretty interesting, pretty cool. That is from Diamond and Pearl. Okay. These cards, but just going over some of the ones that stand out to me. This hair across here stands out. Diamond and Pearl. A lot of Diamond and Pearl cards, huh? Diamond and Pearl seems to be so underrated with their artwork. I don't see or hear much people talking about Diamond and Pearl. These are all pretty cool cars. Oh, nice. Is this like Medicham doing double team? Okay. As a Gen 3 fan, always loved the Torchics. And for some reason, Torchic seems to be a very sought after Pokemon as well. Okay, there's a lot of Gen 3 here. This is such a nice illustration of Bulbasaur. Okay, we're starting to get into some of the classics, huh? So, such a nice Steelix. Shining Steelix. Shining Tyranitar. Okay. Number 3, Trainer. I actually like this. Not sure what the price of this is. If it's a number 3 Trainer, I am 1000% that this is going to be pretty expensive. Shining Magikarp, Shining Gyarados. Okay, so Ken is the GOAT for illustrating all of these. Slowking, okay. Gold and Silver. Love this Heracross. Okay, did not know it was illustrated by Ken. Okay. Such nice cars. Number 1 Trainer as well. Okay, so interesting. Blaine's Charizard. I must say, I'm a huge Abra fan as well. Sabrina's Abra. Okay, Gengar. Oof. Wasn't this card banned in Japanese? What else do we have? Aura Farming Taurus. Such a nice card from Taurus. Guys, I'm struggling here. I don't know. There's so many nice cards, right? Like, oh, look at this Hunter. Really nice. This, another one. Okay. Such a nice artwork. I don't know. Okay, what to buy? This is interesting. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't be looking into every single one of these cards for the artwork, because I'm going to want to buy everything. I can't complete a binder of this. This is just insane. So today, I will be buying one of these cards. And I think I've pretty much made my mind up. And I know it sucks because I haven't even looked through every single one of these cards, but maybe I'll leave that for another episode. Love this Mewtwo. Okay, you know what? These two here are goated. And they might have just made it to the top of my list. So, PMCG promos. Okay. Here's another one. Or maybe I'm just a Mewtwo fan and it's just finally coming out. Okay, so we're going over some of these cards again. They've been reprinted so many times that that's swirl. Oof. We made it to the end. Never knew this existed. And I'm pretty sure there are some who collect trophy cards that know about these cards. I am so uneducated when it comes to that market. CD promo Dragonite. Love this car as well. Such a nice car. Grand Party. Okay. Guys, this is very overwhelming. Love this artwork. Love this Bulbasaur artwork. This is definitely the right way to look into cars if you are wanting to collect and build a binder. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to fill a binder, right? Like I mentioned before, this is going to be part of a new series. I want to start looking into every weekend or every week I'm gonna do some slight research on an artist, and I'm gonna buy a card towards the end of the video and fill up a binder just specifically with artists. So for this one here, I think I am made my mind. Here it is. So, okay. We have a couple of listings. Not many. Okay. You know what? Japan. They have it listed as near mint. This looks really nice. So I ended up buying this copy here. Now this would have never happened if I would have never done my research. I would definitely look into more artists. This is going to be a brand new series. Look forward to it. Like I said, once again, if you found this video to be entertainment or educational to you, and or if you want to make fun of me from buying a card that's $100, maybe you could have found it cheaper. Hey, this is all a learning process to me. I want to continue to do this, and I would like to continue learning, and this is going to go into a binder just for this. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.